Taylor Swift's popularity plummets after Kamala endorsement. Detailed analysis of Taylor Swift's popularity decline following Kamala Harris endorsement. Taylor Swift has been recognized for her extensive global fan base and successful career that has lasted for more than a decade, making her one of the most influential artists of her generation. She has maintained her status as a symbol of contemporary culture and influence, having received numerous Grammy Awards and released albums that broke records. Nevertheless, her popularity has reportedly plummeted due to her endorsement of Kamala Harris in the 2024 U.S. presidential election, which was a surprising development. As a result of this unexpected backlash, many are left to ponder the reasons behind the failure of this political maneuver and the implications for Taylor Swift's future. The Swift-Harris endorsement, a bold political move. Swift publicly endorsed Kamala Harris in early 2024 as the presidential race intensified. This was a significant political milestone for the pop icon, who had been becoming more vocal about her political beliefs since the 2018 midterm elections. While Swift had effectively utilized her platform to promote causes such as racial equality, women's empowerment, and LGBTQ+ rights, her decision to actively endorse Harris elicited an unexpected response from a portion of her fan base. Swift's declaration of support occurred amid an exceptionally divisive political atmosphere. She commended Harris for her commitment to environmental reform, leadership, and policies on social justice. The media extensively reported on Swift's endorsement, which was enthusiastically received by numerous progressives. However, the endorsement seemed to fragment her fan base rather than unify it. The Swiftie divide and political polarization. The political polarization that has intensified in the United States in 2024 is the likely cause of the backlash that has ensued in response to Swift's endorsement. Although a significant number of her followers were in favor of her right to express her political beliefs, others felt alienated. Some fans, notably those from more conservative backgrounds, expressed their disappointment on social media, with some pledging to boycott her music and concerts. Swift had amassed a fan base that was diverse, including liberals, conservatives, independents, and apolitical listeners, over several years. Her sustained success was significantly influenced by this broad appeal. She ran the risk of alienating certain segments of her fan base who did not share her political views by aligning herself with a specific candidate, particularly one as polarizing as Kamala Harris. Social media was ablaze with debates as hashtags such as #SwiftiesForHarris and #SwiftiesAgainstPolitics were both trending. Swift's fans were at odds as to whether she should utilize her platform for political advocacy or prioritize her music. This division was indicative of the broader national sentiment, in which political allegiances appeared to exacerbate disagreements, even among friends and family. Swift's previous political advocacy, a differing result. Swift's political engagement is not novel. In the midterm elections in Tennessee in 2018, she famously broke her long-standing political reticence by endorsing two Democratic candidates. At that time, her political activism was perceived as a pivotal moment in her career, as it marked her transition from an apolitical pop celebrity to a politically engaged artist. Nevertheless, that action was generally well received, particularly among younger admirers who regarded her as a role model for speaking out. Therefore, why did her endorsement of Kamala Harris elicit a distinct response? One potential explanation is the increased political significance of a presidential election in comparison to midterm contests. The presidential election is characterized by more intense emotions and more polarizing opinions. Furthermore, Harris had become a controversial figure by 2024, particularly due to her policies and decisions as vice president. Swift's endorsement of Harris was perceived as a betrayal by a significant number of her followers, particularly those residing in conservative regions or swing states. The financial consequences. Album declines and concert boycotts. Swift encountered tangible repercussions for her endorsement in addition to the social media backlash. Some retailers observed a minor decline in physical album sales, and reports indicated a decrease in concert ticket sales for her 2024 tour. This financial impact may be indicative of the fan divide, as those who disagreed with her political position appeared to refrain from providing financial support. In some cases, admirers have even called for complete boycotts of her events, as concert venues in traditionally conservative states experience a significant decrease in attendance. The real-world impact of such ideological divisions was evident in the apparent cracking of the once unbreakable Swiftie fan base under the weight of political discourse. Swift's music was also less frequently included in personalized playlists for specific users, as indicated by streaming platforms. This suggests that algorithms may have detected user preferences in response to the political controversy. Although these trends did not result in a significant decline in her music career, they did represent a substantial change in public perception. Industry and media response. Was Swift correct to speak up? The controversy has also been discussed by the music industry and media outlets. Swift was commended by some for her courage in speaking out, emphasizing that artists have the right, if not the obligation, to utilize their platform to advocate for social and political causes they support. Historically, numerous musicians, ranging from Bob Dylan to Bianca, have employed their music and influence to make political statements. Nevertheless, Swift's detractors contended that her timing was erroneous. In a time when cancel culture is prevalent and every public figure's every move is scrutinized, there are potential risks associated with aligning too strongly with any political candidate. Even celebrities who are popular with a broad audience may experience career consequences if their political beliefs do not correspond with the majority of their fan base. Despite Swift's sincere intentions, the backlash underscored the intricacies of celebrity advocacy, as noted by commentators. The entertainment industry is not impervious to political influences, and it is imperative to exercise caution when navigating this context, taking into account the audience. The future. Is it possible for Swift to rebuild? Taylor Swift's professional trajectory following this political controversy remains uncertain. Swift's popularity may have experienced a transient decline, however, she has previously demonstrated her resilience in the presence of controversy. Her career has persevered through public feuds, personal setbacks, and industry disputes, each time emerging stronger. Swift has made an effort to patch up relationships with admirers who have become disillusioned in the months that have followed the endorsement. She has recognized the division that her endorsement has caused and has continued to engage with both supporters and critics on social media. Even though she has not retracted her endorsement of Kamala Harris, Swift appears to be prioritizing her music over political advocacy, possibly acknowledging the precarious equilibrium she must achieve to preserve her broad appeal. It is also feasible that the backlash may diminish as the election concludes and the political climate stabilizes. Swift's success has been significantly influenced by her talent, work ethic, and ability to communicate with her audience. These attributes may be instrumental in her recovery from this decline in popularity. Nevertheless, this episode serves as a stark reminder of the dangers that personalities encounter when they participate in political discourse, particularly in a time of extreme polarization. Summary: a pop icon in the crossfire of politics. Taylor Swift's endorsement of Kamala Harris in the 2024 presidential election has been one of the most contentious moments of her career. The challenging intersection of notoriety and politics is emphasized by the backlash she encountered, which demonstrates that even well-intentioned advocacy can result in unintended consequences. Although Swift's popularity may have suffered, her narrative is far from over. Her capacity to reestablish a connection with her fan base and concentrate on her music will determine whether she can recover from this divisive episode as the election season concludes. Ultimately, the issue remains: is it possible for artists to successfully navigate the perilous waters of political endorsement without jeopardizing their careers? Time will ultimately determine Taylor Swift's fate. Have you enjoyed this content? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts.